Okay, let's look here at multiplying fractions. Let's find the product of 3 over 8 and 2 over 5. This is probably the way you'll see it, 3 over 8 times 2 over 5. Okay, what they initially really want us to do is we just want to multiply it straight across. So we multiply the numerator and multiply the denominator. So you have here, you see it's 3 times 2, which would be 6, and 8 times 5, which would be 40. So our answer here is 6 over 40. However, we have to simplify it because it'll want it in simplest form. All right, so we have to see if there's a number that goes into 6 and 40. And there is. I mean, the 2 will go into both of them. So we divide both sides by 2. All right, so 6 divided by 2 is going to be 3, and 40 divided by 2, forgot the 2 there, is going to be 20. So our answer will be 3 over 20. All right, there actually is an easier way to multiply here going across, and we could cancel diagonally. Now this will give, the way we did this will actually give you the right answer, okay? But we're going to look at one where we can multiply and, but we can simplify before we multiply. All right, let's look at this one here. Find the product of 2 over 10 times 4 over 5. Now, before I actually start multiplying, I want to ask myself this, is let's look diagonally and up and down. Okay, so I can look at the 2 and the 10, or the 4 and the 10, or the 2 and the 5. And I ask myself, is there a number that goes into 2 and 10? Or is there a number that goes into 4 and 10? Or is there a number that goes into 2 and 5? You can look straight up and down. The only ones you can't use is this way or this way. But you can go up and down or diagonal. And if I say, okay, well, first I'm going to look here. Is there a number that goes into 2 and 10? Yes, there is. 2 goes into both of them. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. Now, again, what I'm doing, I'm just going to make the problem a little smaller. This one I didn't touch. I didn't touch this fraction, so it stays 4 over 5. Now, I ask myself again, is there a number that goes into 1 and 5? Not really. 4 and 5? No. You can't say 5 and 5. 5 will go into both those. You can't go across like that. Okay? It has to be one up and one down. I can't do anything else, so I'm going to say 1 times 4 is 4, and 5 times 5 is 25. I may think this may be tough, but it's actually tougher if you didn't do this and you said 2 times 4 is 8, and 10 times 5 is 50, and then you tried to reduce it down to 4 over 25. All right, let's look at a couple more. Let's look at this one. 3/5 times 1/4. Is there a number that goes into 3 and 4, or 1 and 5, or straight up and down? No, there's not. So I can go ahead and start multiplying across here. 3 times 1 is 3, and 5 times 4 is 20. Now, because I tried to simplify ahead of time, I know that there is no way to simplify the final answer. Okay, we'll do two more. 2 over 9, 5 over 7. There's nothing that can simplify between 2 and 7 or 5 and 9. So I'm just multiplying across, and I know my answer is going to be my final answer. 2 times 5 is 10, and then 9 times 7 is 63. And I don't have to figure out, well, now what goes into 10 and 63? I already did that simplification at the beginning, so I know I'm good right there. One more. What about this one? There is something we can reduce. Do you see it? All right, right here, 3 and 6. 3 will go into both of those. Okay, 3 goes into 3 one time, and the 8 stays the same. 3 goes into 6 two times. Sometimes you'll see people do this. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 6 two times. So our new problem is 1 over 8 times 5 over 2, that should be. And now I know it's going to be simplified when I have my final answer. 1 times 5 is 5, and 8 times 2 is 16. And because I simplified here, I do not have to simplify here. There'll be nothing to simplify.